We've got audio and we've got also video. Very well. Let us already begin. Shabbat Shalom, my most esteemed friends of the eternal truth, LVE tribe, as well as everyone else listening. On this rather precious, radiant day of Shabbat, from California, the United States of North America, we shall study yet another chapter of Wisdom and Discipline, Part 4. Today is Shabbat, Tevet 29th, the last day of Tevet. Today, the moon will be seen in certain places of the earth. It is already being seen, so then pay attention. As soon as the sun goes down, you have to go out and look for the moon. Everyone has to go out and look for it. We have to take pictures, or else that we are witnesses at least, and publish it in our Facebook group, an LVE official of the year 5992. In other words, the month of Tevet is on its way out, and the 11th month of Shabbat it begins. Today is February 10th of 2024. It is a Shabbat, and it's a rather special day because it is our anniversary with Leslie. We got married February 10th of the year 1991. So then today, exactly today, Shabbat, in this rather precious, radiant day, we are on our 33rd year of being married. It is a privilege of having been married, to have gotten engaged and having married this marvelous and precious, beautiful woman in every aspect. And I'm going to bring her here in a little bit because I'm going to present some gifts that you have given us. But we are radiant with happiness, and on my behalf and Leslie's behalf, Elohim has blessed us greatly, given us two marvelous children during this period of 33 years of life. So then, all we have is true gratefulness to our Creator for having allowed us to meet and to have made one soul heart, both Leslie and I, an Ekhad. And today we are celebrating 33 years of that marvelous union. Before making Leslie come forward, we shall start with a word of prayer so we can begin. Our Father that art in heaven, we give you thanks for this precious day of Shabbat. We give you thanks because you have made Leslie and I one, and you designed us, created us, and made us meet so that we can form this precious union before the world and Ekhad, to then later form what is a part of what this marvelous ministry of the eternal truth is. We give you thanks because you have taken care of us, you have protected us, you have taught us the path, and you have placed us together to learn, to develop wisdom that we enjoy, from the little things of life to the biggest, so that we know how to be just judges, honorable judges, and that we may be a light for this world. We give you thanks because we have a whole quantity of friends which are a part of what the eternal truth is in this world, this flat world that you created, and we are enjoying this day that is so precious. We give you thanks for everything that you have blessed us with, and also we ask you for a great blessing, special blessing, that you prepare us and that it be very soon, the day in which you fill us with power, the day in which you present us unto the world as your bride, as your Messiah, that the world may know the truth. All this I thank you for in your precious name, Yahweh Sabaoth. Alleluia. Very well. So then, I'll go ahead and make the star of the show come forward, my most beautiful bride. Hi. Congratulations. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, my love. I love you. So then here are the stars of this Shabbat. We shall present quickly the little gifts that you have sent us. Before, I'd like to thank each and every one of you who have remembered our anniversary, and you have given us comments and messages and a whole bunch of precious words which you have chosen with lots of love. And actually, this year, or every year, is a little more the quantity of people who add themselves to demonstrate the love that they have towards us, and how their lives have changed so much, which has been for a blessing. And those are the messages that it fills us with joy, because rather you see the blessing of Yahweh in your lives, in everything that you change or you better, and that makes us very, very happy. And more than you being grateful towards us for saying to us, but the life and the blessing of Yahweh is the one that is upon you, which is the one that makes all the changes, because you pursue that wisdom, that truth that the eternal truth gives you, and the studies tell the truth. It makes us very happy. Those words of happiness, they're words of happiness, of care and love. Although it may seem kind of ridiculous, or maybe even very repetitive sometimes that we say it, but the words of aggressivity, of aggression, makes me very upset, and actually they make us very upset, but the words of love really raise our soul, and it really makes us happier seeing all that love that you have towards us, and it makes us very happy. So then, well, that's first of all for all the messages that you gave to us, and how you took the time also of making us little cards on our timeline with our photos, pictures, and adding words that are so precious towards us, which are on our 33rd year of being together, of having been married. And we are happy. We are happy because our life has been beautiful, an adventure that has been changing spectacularly. And today we enjoy what we are doing in this ministry, with these studies, with these classes now of ethics and discipline, given wisdom to all the wise that are from the other side, that who have acquired their ring, and if they're getting prepared for something better, because that is how the world has been. It's come from the prehistorian of using knives of, I don't know, stone knives, but it has been better, and it has been better, and that is what humanity goes forward, and it will do. It will become better until we get into perfection. If you don't see it, well, you have to be very dumb to not see where we're headed and who is Yahweh so marvelous that is behind all this plan of perfection. So then, well, I will begin to demonstrate to you, and also thank you individually to those who have sent us and have taken the time of sending us some gifts that are so beautiful, that with Christian have left us, wow, with our mouths open. So then let us begin with the ones that I have here close to me, which this is from Ruby and Rubicel and Abigail. Abigail. It is a little statue, precious statue. This one doesn't have, you can appreciate it at night because it lights up with a little candle, and it's a little candle that acts like a true candle, like if it were like a true candle. No, I tried it, but the batteries were out. We'll change it, because, and you wouldn't see it because there's too much light, but it is a precious, precious little statue. It's a little couple kissing, precious Abigail and Rubicel. Many thanks. It is beautiful. A good thing that you added here, because otherwise it'd be very difficult for us to figure out and to guess and be asking We also don't want to make a mistake of asking someone and thanking the wrong person. So then please add here when you send a little gift, say from whom it is from. Okay, that one is from Abigail. This one comes from, I believe it comes from, let me see, I don't know if it does have it, but is it Abigail's also? I believe so. Yeah, I think so. I think it is. Precious. It came with Jesse and Daniel Gando. It is? Okay, pardon us because there are so many. I didn't add a name here. There's no name here. But very beautiful what Jesse and Daniel Gando sent to us. Please add there in the chat who's it from. Please, let's see if it says there. Well, once it comes up because it's delayed. Okay, this, which is a set, which has some glasses. It also has something to add these aromatherapy to add in it's aromatherapy in the bath, and it's beautiful scent. This set is of that, and it also, let's see this one. What does this have? Oh, very beautiful little bracelet. Let's see this one. Well, that one's from Jesse. It is Jesse's. Okay, this one's from Jesse and Daniel Gande. Many things. There's some more. There are some more. Okay, we chose this one. It was so because Daniel Gando and Jesse also gave us this little beautiful little square. If we can plug it in, let me see. Let me see if was there a cable. It won't reach. It won't reach. Les. It's got a light of many colors. Okay, here. And it also has as if it were from Spotify, a little card from Spotify. Very beautiful. It's got many colors. You can program it. Right there, it's where it changes. Right there, changes the colors. It's precious. It's very beautiful. It does say Daniel Gando Santana right here. Okay, many thanks, Daniel Gando and Jesse. Precious. When you see them, you'll be radiant of seeing them. Your heart will be filled with joy. They shall bring to you the treasures from the countries of the sea. They shall give you the riches of the nations. Isaiah 65. Wow, my friend, what awaits you? And the one that's written here is the writing on the wall from Iron Maiden, as if we were listening to that song of Iron Maiden. Precious. The one from Daniel Gando, also there was this one. This little square here, this portrait here, it's from Danny also. Let's see. I can't remember it. Let's see, from Daniel Gando. Oh, yeah, that one also. Okay, that one also. And it says Christian and Leslie, or Christian Leslie. A beautiful story of love, 2024. Go ahead and add Daniel Gando right there. Is it yours? Jesse, congratulations. Give me 30 seconds. I believe so. Or else it's from Abigail. It could be, because it also says Abigail here. Oh, wow. Okay. Can you tell me who was it from Abigail, or whom? This one? Right there, my friends, if you see it, if it was you, please tell me. Move on. It's not the last portrait. Wow. Do you want us to take this out a bit? Yes, I left it here. Okay, this was given to us by Haiti. And since I have them here, I'll go ahead and show them. From Abigail. Okay, many thanks. Ruby and Abigail. Okay, this is a gift from the Robillard lineage, which includes Minto, Haiti, Stariel, Uriel. Okay, very beautiful. And since we're with them, let me present something else. Brian, can you give me always? I forget to present the beautiful flowers that is brought every Shabbat. Look at how beautiful. We can fix it here. Look how beautiful is this one. It's precious. It is a heart like this one here. Let me show it. It is a heart like this. I grabbed it here from the bag. How beautiful is this heart that was brought to us here. And also with this, I thank for all the floral, spectacular gifts that they make every Shabbat. Minto. This from the Robledo lineage in Haiti. This is from the Robledo lineage. Since we'll present the one from the Robledo lineage, which is a set, a kitchen set. No, don't take it out. Just show it like that. Oh, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It is stainless steel, golden, spectacular, many things. And this is one of my preferred ones because it is the chipote chiflon. Was it called? Chipote chiflon? Chipote chichon, but there's not from the river that the chavo had. This from Boca. When you hit it, it is spectacular. I feel like a super powerful man with this. It is spectacular. It is from Boca and I love it. Apparently, it was given to Sariel and Uriel during Hanukkah, every one of those. And when I looked at them seriously, the Shabbat that said, "Can you give it to me?" And they said, "No." I like it. Please give it to me. No. I asked the other one, "Can you give it to me?" No, they said no. Oh, I want one. And that's how it was left. And now they brought me my chipote chiflon or chillon from Boca. This is for me. Who was given to me, Uriel or Sariel? Sariel. Oh, Sariel, thanks, Sariel. It is precious. It's a hug. It's a huggable. If you feel alone, you hug it. When they mistreat you, you hug it. When you read offensive comments, you hug it. It is so precious. Many things. And I'll hit with this the aggressive comments. Yes, of course, many thanks. Spectacular. This one, well, since we're with the same subject in the group, let us show this here. It's just from Lineage Martinez. And thanks for the card, Lineage Robledo. Thanks for the card. It is precious also. This is from the Martinez lineage. Let us present. They brought us a bag. This bag is filled with cookies so that we can conserve the magnificent body figure that we have. Yes, to conserve it exactly. Healthy things, all candies, things which make us develop muscles. The whole thing. And it says LVE, love. This is how we have a breakfast with it. LVE, we have a dinner and also we have breakfast with it. I haven't seen this yet. Oh, this one here. Oh, this gift is a beautiful, very beautiful bracelet. Wow. It is absolutely wow. Very beautiful. It's silver. You can see it here. It's got like diamonds and it's silver. And it's spectacular, precious, beautiful. So then many thanks, friends. A great big hug to each and every one of you. Hector, Brenda, Ale, Davi, and Edward. Beautiful, tell truth. You always show us your beautiful love that you have towards us. And a great big hug on our behalf to you. Very beautiful gift in Christians. And I was given this beautiful knife. That it's a special one. How was this called here? It's a Damascus. Because the blade, it looks like a design. It's a drawing, the special engraved right there on the blade right there. That's spectacular. With a brutal weight. It's very comfortable in the hand. Tell the truth, it is very, very beautiful. It is. It is not as lethal as the chipote chillon, I feel even more powerful with that one, but this one is rather spectacular. Wow, spectacular. Many thanks, Lineage, Martinez, each and every one of you. Unless this one's from every one of you, right? It's from everyone. Precious, spectacular. And this one got, and it's from Boca. It's got the colors, yeah, a little detail. It is all kind of like gold and blue. I don't know if you can appreciate it. It is blue and gold, blue and gold, blue and gold. It's a little detail that maybe you didn't see, but it is rather precious right there. This one comes from Josias and Graciela also, to keep the beautiful figure that I have as well. Yes, both of us. Very, very delicious. Ferrero Rocher and our interior sweetness. We got more. Are we going to open those now? So then, many thanks, Graciela. Many thanks, Josias. A great big hug. Many thanks, our friends. Let's see, one more. One more here. This one's from Nila. This one comes from Nila, that always sends us such delicious things, and we appreciate it a lot. I'll give it to you. A great big hug on our behalf. It was sent to us, chipas, dried chipas. There are less ones because I was eating them. Chipas. There were two flavors, chipas. If it's not called chipas, it's called what? I call it chipas, they're not called chipas. It's got a different name. In Brazil, they call it something else. They're baked. These are baked. These are baked. Marianita. They are baked, Marianita. No, they're not Marianitas. Well, I don't know. Please tell us how they call the chipas in Brazil. They're mandioca and cheese balls, which are very, very delicious. And Christian makes them very delicious. And they're soft. But these are crunchy, dry and crunchy. Right, and they last a lot. They last longer. These are lemon crackers that I've tried them, very delicious. Nila sent us a set. Let's see. These jewels that are beautiful, cuñape, they're cuñapes. Nila also sent us this, which I believe that it was made with her. It's handcrafted. It's handcrafted. I believe that it was from your sister. I don't know. I vaguely remember that she told me, but they are earrings, and it's also a little bracelet. It all comes. It's in blue and gold. It's precious. This is how it will look right here, and blue again, blue and gold. Oh, beautiful, precious, Nila. In blue and gold, and also some colors. So then a great big hug and they're precious. I still have the other ones. Oh, the teas, they're so... Every time we take tea, we say, is this the one that Nila sent? Yes, it's the one that Nila sent. So then very, very delicious, very appreciated. It had clover and other spices. How fine are those teas? Very, very delicious, Nila. Yes. It's earrings right there, little earrings there with necklace. Oh yes, right there. It's a sunflower. It's a sunflower. It's a sunflower. 3 sunflowers. Okay, let's see what other one do we have here. And also a chain, which is very masculine. I think this one is kind of like for Christian. Precious. Wow, it's thick and very beautiful. Many thanks, Nila. Here I have more. So then, wow, Nila, I mean, you overdid yourself. What a quantity of jewels. And let's see here, another one. Can you specify if you want it, Nila? That one, yes. It must be a set for Angelina and a set for me. Of earrings and little bracelets. All of them are Bostera from the Boca. They're all Zenaces. The way it should be. There it is. How beautiful is this chain? Wow. Precious. Yes. I believe one of the chains for you, one for Brian. I'm sure Nila is always so caring with us, sending us, and also for the kids. I'm gonna place this here so that we don't lose them, and that is where we dropped it right there. It's right there. I'll place this here. Okay. This is absolutely beautiful. Yes. This one can go. Okay, right there. This one is from Sole Chismina Javier. What is the name of? Oh, I can barely remember. Sole, can you tell me the name of the little girl? The little girl. Okay, $1 million or 1 million taco Ruben. It's my precious perfumes. I love it. It's a fabulous one. One of my preferred colognes. Spectacular. Yeah, it's kind of like a second one, third one that you have. Yes, because I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, and the way you use it. This is the other perfume. You can show that other one. This one's called My Way. It is beautiful. I know that. Who gave it to me? I believe that it was Brenda, right? Hector can't remember. I believe you gave us one of these, My Ways. So then this one should be the second one. Romina, right. Okay. A great big hug to Romina and Chismina, Javier, and Sole. Many thanks for the gifts. I love this perfume. It is precious. This is the golden bar that I was telling you about. Spectacular. This is for Angelina. Spray, and also to take the makeup off. And also lipstick for Angelina. And I'm gonna show on behalf of Sole, which we loved the gifts. It was fascinating. We send you a great big hug for you, for your whole lineage. And also, this jacket that was for Christian. No, it was for Brian. It was for Brian. This one precious, and it's precious, and it's right under. Do you wanna try it on so they can see it? So then Sole can see it. Brian loved it. Brian really loved it. He said, "Wow, how does it so? I look so cute with it." Okay, so he'll show it. He came out just like the father. Hi. Look at the physique of this man. And it's a man, but because in 4 days, he'll be 21 years old. 21 years old. This is how you can see it if I close it from Gismina, right? Gismina, Sole, Javier, and family. Thank you, boys. Thank you. I loved it. Thank you, guys. I loved it. Looks great. Spectacular. It is painted on. It looks so great. Okay, now this one here. It's from. Oh, this one also. This one also, Danny and Jesse. Another great big hug. Another great big hug. So then I'll send you this one. I'll explain to you this little second. This is so that we can take a great whiskey, and so that we can console us with the bad comments and the few assistants, so that the whiskey, if you like it with ice, this is frozen in the freezer. Instead of ice, you put on the rocks, which are these, and you enjoy the whiskey on the rocks without it getting diluted. That is why you have it. It's spectacular. There are many of these that you makes this kind of like an ice, but it's not ice because it does not get diluted with your whiskey. So then, spectacular gift. I have no other words. Rather, spectacular. So there you have it to console yourself. Other bad comments. This one also came from some chocolates that were coming in Nila's package. Yes, I believe so. I believe so. There were many things, but I ate them already. They didn't get. It got here too early. They didn't get to the Shabbat. Okay, this box here. Oh, this box also is from Nila. It's also from Nila. It's got some candies, like milk candy. Yeah, this little box here, sugar candy with candy. Wow, this one is very beautiful. Exactly. Some more hard candy. Fruit candy, more. What did I tell you that these were called? I can't remember. Oh, wow. Red ones? No, not. What a disaster am I? What's a new name for me? Cheese, dry cheese. Little candy. Something with rum. Cuñapes. They were cuñapes, not rum. They were cuñapes. They were cuñapes. Cuñapes. And we continue on with this. Oh, what a beautiful card. This comes on behalf of Caroline, Julio, and her most appreciated son's precious card of what is written here of Julio and Carolina. You want to read it? You want to go ahead and read it? It's pretty long. No, it's pretty long. It's very caring, loving, and little words, just in a few, which is thanking for the blessing that we've been in her life. But from many years ago, from the first CD she watched that we published in 2008, and rather, it's been a blessing. Everything that she has listened to us about, and has lived in this ministry, and everything she has learned. In fact, she knew Julio in this ministry, and rather the blessing that has been for her in her life. Her words are very caring and loving. They got to my soul, both Christian and myself, and we send you a great big hug. Very loving for you, for Julio, for your sons, for your mom, your dad. I just want to read the text there. It says, for you, our most loving friends, Ruth 1:16, and to wherever you go, we shall live, and wherever you live, we shall live. Your people shall be my people, and your God shall be our God. Beautiful. How beautiful are these words? Tell the truth. That is how I summed up everything that they said. Beautiful. And they have sent to us something unique, very unique, something very unique. I don't know where she got it. Can you please? Different colors. We have different colors for everything. You got the hammer face. It says Dr. Reiki Gear Hammer. And afterwards it says the sacred medicine. Nothing else. A message that the people can read. And so it calls their attention. It is two yellow ones in different measures. It's two yellow ones and two gray ones. Very beautiful cotton. The face of hammer right there. Spectacular, rather spectacular. Something else. Very original. Let's go ahead and show this one. And it comes with a message, right? In your hands you have a t-shirt that is made Reiki Gear Hammer, Germanic medicine, known as the Germanic medicine, it's just the Germanic. And it explains a little bit of what the 5 laws are quickly spectacular, of which Caroline has gotten quite a bit of a benefit to help her in her problems from health and her daughter, with her children. But actually, it's been the Germanic medicine has really helped everyone. A great big blessing. It's been a blessing not just for you, but also for us as well. It is a treasure that now, wow, how we appreciate, right? And we feel so favored in this life. And also, she's made this gift that is so unique. So unique. This one is, which is precious, rather. You have the Argentinian flag. It's all wooden. It says the eternal truth, and it says, "Let the laurels be eternals that we knew had to achieve, crowned with glory, let us live." Wow. How spectacular. And this is just a cover. This is the cover. And this is the half of Argentina. I won't show you that other half because it's only the Argentinian map, and is to put it up on the wall, because it has double tape. You see, to put it up on the wall, this is all the Argentinian provinces. And also the Falkland Islands, which are Argentinian. The Malvinas Islands, which is the way they should actually be called. They're Argentinian. And here is the Argentinian map, Buenos Aires, in the great province of where I was born, which is Mendoza, this part here, which is like where the Andes here, and we have Chile on the other side, Mendoza. What a beautiful gift, okay, Carolina and Julio. Wow, it's excellent, rather spectacular. It is precious. What can I tell you? It is precious. It is precious. Put this here. Oh, this one. It is original to the extreme. Okay, this one is to put it up right there. That right there, and you can put it up. Let the laurels be eternal that we knew had to achieve. Spectacular. Spectacular. Rather spectacular. Also, live. These are all the ones that got here this week. And now live, something that will surprise even me, because the gifts arrive. This is live. They just got here. They just got here. And then also bring our cards, because it was our invitation. Okay. This. Who's it for? From Silog. For us. Audrey and Nelson. Wow, how beautiful is this bag? What is that? Oh, they're pillows made in Portugal. Made in Portugal. A set of 2 decorative pillows. And how Leslie loves pillows. How beautiful. Precious. Precious. More than anything, these are for the bed. Oh, whomever, right? But for the bed. Yes, of course. So there you have it. One spectacular. They're precious. Rather spectacular. Oh, beautiful. Let's see which other one we have. How beautiful are you looking today, Leslie? Really? Okay. Yeah, so beautiful. Where's Audrey? No, Audrey's with her kids. Oh, this one? What is that? I know what it's for. For Jules, right? We're gonna need a bigger house. Whoever can offer themselves. No, but wow. This is to put the necklaces. So then you can have them there on top, like on the counter, in your bedroom, where the mirror is, and also for bracelets. Something spectacular, precious rather. Wow, precious. Many things. Audrey, Nelson and Audrey. And there are two girls, a great big hug to them. Also, there's another one. Nelson and his three girls. Nelson and his three girls. Oh, this one here. We open it? Yes. Carefully. The Silok lineage right there. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. They're the different phases of the moon. How beautiful is this? How beautiful. They are the different phases of the moon. The different phases, yes. The phases of the moon. How beautiful is that? How spectacular, precious. Rather precious. How beautiful. Wow. How beautiful is this gift? Wow. Precious, spectacular. Rather spectacular. Many thanks. Nelson, Audrey. A great big hug, Nelson. Audrey's not here because she's outside with the girls, but a great big hug to her. And caring and loving, caring. Thank you for all those gifts. They're rather precious, so beautiful. I love how they got here on time. They got here early. Good thing they got here in time to show them. They were gonna, and as soon as they got here, I said, "No, let's wait for them to settle in." Well, this is the card from the Roblero family, very beautiful. From Minton Hedi Precious are the words of love. They are friends that come here. She is Nelson's sister, if you didn't know. In case you didn't know, Heidi is Nelson's sister. And also the Silok lineage, which is Nelson and Audrey, Heidi and Minto, Brenda and Hector, the Martinez lineage with their children. But these three couples are very loved by us. It's been many years that they've been coming since ever we've started this ministry. We have lots of confidence in them, and they shall take care of our house. We have lots of confidence in them, lots of trust and appreciation because we've known them for many years, and a beautiful friendship has grown. Every Shabbat we enjoy here. And we, after we eat and after the study, to the truth, we have lots of love towards you three who have given us things, and not always have we shown them to you. Lately, with this, I've shown you the presents, but they have always given us things of everything. So we have lots of love for them, and they wrote to us a part of this kind of long, but oh well. They're beautiful words that are in my treasure, and I'll show you the card. The Christian gift will show it, but this is the card that you have in the invitation. Wow, this intro got pretty long. Yes, 1 hour. This card is of the invitation. Christian and Leslie. Christian and Leslie, it says there. Love forever, forever, which means forever. So then this is the little card. Can you see it well? Let me go ahead and read. Don't close it. Don't close it. This is my card that Leslie gave me. It says, congratulations to you, 33 years married. I love you as day one, and I love you more than ever. I hope that our happiness together will be eternal, Leslie. Thank you, my love. And this one, the little card comes here also. I wrote it. It comes with this little card, Christian and Leslie forever. February 10th, 2024, and it says, I'll explain to you what it is. Congratulations, it's been 20 years of being together. Nothing makes me happier than being able to see each other and to say I love you, and it makes me happy every day of being able to be with you, and I'm more in love every day with you. I'm so blessed that you show me how much you love me. That you love me so much. Even more. I love you even more. Every day. That little card that I showed you in the invitation and that you see extra, that invitation was placed until Christian, you cannot give that invitation until it gets dark. Until it gets dark, you can go to the PC and to see the invitation, because the invitation is very special. So then I kept them pretty. And this is Leslie's. This is the one that I gave to her. But first, show my gift. It is the card. That way it is written. The envelope. And I will show you the gift. Show you the gift. We wrote. You see how this one here in the envelope, it should Christian, February 33 happy years together. Then inside, and also we add who's the card from and what date. This is all instruction. Part of the class. Part of the class. This is Leslie's gift that she gave me, and it really left me kind of like I have to continue to study Mishlei Proverbs to try to understand it. It's an exquisite cologne that I'm using it right now that I didn't even know. It is wow. It is exquisite, and it lasts and lasts, and it is called what's it called? It's called Moschino. Moschino. That is the brand. And Toy Boy, that is the name. Toy Boy means toy is boy, Toy Boy. Just in case those that it's difficult, those that don't have an English as perfect as I do, Toy Boy means that, but Leslie added stickers that really left me out of place. It was left this way. Mos by Toy Boy. Tos Mosmai. You see how difficult Mosmai. Mosmai Toy Boy. Since you are my toy boy. She covered that word with a banana. And it's an avocado there, a banana. It says, you are my toy boy. And a little face there, like winking. We'll continue to study what that means, but it makes me very happy to be Leslie's toy boy. It makes me very happy, so happy to be her toy boy. It must be the greatest, because regularly the couples, they say, you're no good. But for your wife to say, at 33 years of being married, to say, wow, you're my toy boy, my toy boy, a banana and avocados. Wow. I'll decipher it. It was very appropriate. Very appropriate. It was daring and very, very fun. Which is true. My toy boy. Oh, I just understood. Okay, this is the card that Christian gave me, which is precious. It is beautiful. Happy anniversary 33, it says here. This one here. Let's test the drunkard test. What do you see there? What do you see there? What do you see there? I don't know. I see 33. 33 is suggestive. It's Christian's 33. And it says, oh well, my love. Happy anniversary. Every 33rd anniversary, my love. It says Leslie and Christian in the back. Ekhad, only one heart. And it says, Ani ledodi bedodi li. I am of my beloved and my beloved is mine. Song of Solomon 6:3. It is precious. I'll show you the card. It's very, very beautiful. Tell the truth. We bought the cards. I don't know why. We both got the same one. It is pretty much like the other one. You can see it, right? Right here. It's precious. Don't close it, don't close it. Right there. Read it without. It is a beautiful song. It is called I Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
La primera estrofa dice, you're just too good to be true, can't take my eyes off you. Así que dice, mi amor,
my love, Leslie, my life began when I saw you. It taught me everything in this life. You're my teacher, my light, my inspiration, the air that gives me life, and because of you, I exist. Today is 33 years. How young are we? 33rd birthday. I love you. And put Chris Less. Wow, Chris Less. A new entity was born. How many kisses? And the moon. This is 33. 33.
What you see?
What you see? What you see? You can see whatever there. You can see that. You can see two butts. You can see whatever. Jenny's like, what do you see? 33. It says 33. And I also gave her these rings. This is the last one, right? That's the last one with the card I gave her yesterday when it was at night. And we were well into our anniversary. I gave her a gift. This is the second rings, matrimony rings. So then, I planned this already with lots of time. Like I like to do things very well planned. And I asked them to be to Jerusalem. I had them be made, this gold ones, so that they look gold with a blue band. A blue band, and it says precisely, the rings say, Ani ledodi bedodili. Ani means I am. Ledodi is of my beloved. Bedodi in my beloved. Li is mine. Ani ledodi bedodi li, written in Hebrew words, and it seemed fabulous. We have our original rings, but I wanted to renew them with other spectacular rings, and for them to have the blue and gold, and for it to say something precious like that. So then, that's why I ordered it with lots of anticipation. I've ordered them, and I got them, and actually, because I love this woman crazily, the best thing that has ever happened in this existence, and I started to live once I saw her. That is true what I wrote to her. I feel it with my whole soul. So then I found it very appropriate, that precious gift. To tell the truth, it's been 33 years, beautiful years, very beloved, well lived. And obviously, I've seen many videos that they say they lie because it's impossible, it can't be. And of course, no one is saved from arguments or fighting or disagreements, things that you don't see as well. And well, you sometimes, in the heated discussion, you can say, well, okay, but then I can't even live with you. And things like that. And those things, they have happened, things like that, like arguments. And anything that is our 33 years, due to disagreements, very strong disagreements, because it's normal. But behind that, those disagreements that every couple has, because all the couples have that, either way, we had such a great big love, at least I, for Christian, great big love, that always causes for us to go back, for me to give in, or to take things calmly, and for me to say no, but if I love this person, I love this. Actually, when there's love, all that is built upon, and it makes you grow. Exactly. It is true that a whole life like this without arguments, without disagreements, does not exist. It does not exist. Not even between your mom and dad and your brothers. It doesn't exist. Because we're individuals. Sometimes we want to impose our own will, but the reconciliations, when they come with all the love, when you feel them, when that couple, you think about it and you say, but I can't allow for this other situation, because many of the arguments come because you aspire something, you want something, more money, you can't, and there's friction. So then that is what I want to tell you. We have surpassed any other discussion or disagreement. We've surpassed it, gotten over it. When things would seem that they're getting difficult even outside, in our daily life or with other people, socially, we try to be even closer. We have a goal in common, which is to make each other happy, for nothing to interpose between our love, our home. We have placed limits, healthy limits, that take care of this couple, and that is how we have built these 33 years. They're not a friction. I'm not saying that here at 33, wow, well, I got to 33, and yeah, wow, it's been, no. Actually, I feel so favored, so thankful that Christian is that being that wants to perfect himself, that every day wants to become even wiser and even better, that gives the best for this home, that tries to look for the best solution, that solves whatever problem that is broken even at home, is an excellent father, absolutely loving father, caring, that provides for his children, that thinks with anticipation, that gives them all the freedom in the world so that they can also experience, and that they're not just stuck to us, the parents, but actually it's time to give them feathers so that they can go out and fly on their own. And tell the truth, up until today, I say, wow, how beautiful have these 33 years that we've built together have been. And more than anything, these last years in this ministry, our whole entire priority over everything, it has been poured over to care and protect for the ministry of the eternal truth, and all of you who are within it, within this ministry, right? That's what I'm meaning, within the ministry. Take care of you as if you were a treasure box of roses, so that not just anyone can come and try to destroy this ministry, so that they don't try to destroy this community that's so beautiful, that's been formed, the blessings that many of you receive. We become so happy, very, very happy. If you do not receive blessings, it's because you're not practicing what we tell you, what we've taught you. You've lost hope, or you lost the love for Yahweh, which is not our intention. But rather, our intention is to show you the Yahweh that truly exists, which is not a fictitious Yahweh of all love and sweetness, that's got the same emotions that we experience, both good and bad. But it's even so much more perfect that He's taken us, that we know how to always choose the good, having the greatest potential of evil. Because we've studied this already in last study, both things cannot exist divided. They have to coexist together. And so then you make the decision. You make the decision. That is when you don't have a limit that's imposed upon you that impedes you to do something. No, you have that margin always, that margin in which you can choose good and to be just and to do things for good, and that your choices be a blessing in your life. And those that have experienced it, they've experienced it. They can tell you. And those that have not experienced it, it is because they need faith, they need trust, confidence, or there are things that they still have to solve in their interior. And that is something which Christian and I cannot do for you. We can't give you that. We can give you the information, but the experience is what you build. Because every one of you builds your own life based on decisions, just like we have built ours. And I think, in a certain sense, I thank God. That in a certain sense, you know why in a certain sense? Because I was thinking about this. If I thank God, it is because He gave it to me. And no, He didn't give it to me. Every day I get up and I choose to be with Christian. Every day I get up, and in one way or another that there could be any friction, I choose to not fight. I choose to give him a kiss. Instead of yelling, I choose to be at peace. I choose not to respond with bad comments. So then whom do I thank? Thank Christian thanks to Christian that he has been that beloved husband that has also placed his own effort into it, just like anything. Every day it is built. It is not something you can say, okay, me too. But no, every day difficulties are presented, tests, like a test. The test comes every day. It is difficult. It is the one that you least expect, right? The one that you least expect. Your husband came and says, I spent this. You're like, we're not going to pay for the rent here. So that every day it is a test. Every day it's a test that you choose yourself. So then you choose it. Well, I've learned to speak with you. Well, because I don't know. I believe it's a different language. Argentinian, different. Well, I'm very happy to have shown you these gifts. And I'll leave the study now. The time that's left today, we shall eat empanadas. Very exquisite ones. It took us 2 days to make. Leslie, Angelina, and I have helped. So then we have made empanadas, meat empanadas, and cheese ones. Oh, the eggs. Oh, peeled the eggs. Brian did. And also kept some dishes. Meat empanadas, spectacular ones, but the best ones in the world, okay? without being proud or anything. I've never seen empanadas that are more delicious than ours. I've tried in many different Argentinian ones. Wow, what empanadas that we make! They're spectacular. And also we made cheese empanadas and also choclo, which is called corn, cheese, fried onion, and also what else? Yellow corn. Yellow corn, or else they're gonna imagine corn like fresh corn is yellow. I cannot describe it, and nor for you to understand. And Argentina understands it, but it's difficult to understand. And once until they try it. Well, Olivia, my love, I'll leave you with the audience. 33 years. Okay, I'm out of here. Let's leave the chair here. Well, those applauses are. That applause was for Leslie. She said some spectacular words. Rather, she is a person. Aside from beautiful, she is absolutely wise. She was the one that taught me to live. She was the one that taught me how to live this life. She was the one that taught me what it is to enjoy, pleasure, to live, love, hate, control the emotions, and all the things for which those of us that are here and that we can enjoy of the small and great things. And she's always been my absolute teacher, my companion. That is why the card that I gave her is that actually I started as a person to live in this world when I saw her and when I knew that she would be part of me. Absolutely. The union that we did with Leslie is not a union of two, but one. Not two hearts, but one heart. One entity. That is why we can see at 33 years that we can say we're more than happy. We can stop existing right now and we could say, I have lived and I understood, I enjoyed and suffered what love is. Because she is the love of my life, absolutely, and forever. And I am the love of her life and her toy boy forever. And so then, actually, I have no other words than to thank, and I don't like that word for my wife, but to thank that everything that I lived in this life is due to her. Everything which I have enjoyed in this life is due to her. And if you are enjoying someone that gives you wisdom and the way, it's because of her. It's all about her. And actually, it's a magnificent woman, and we shall give her yet another applause for my beloved, beautiful,
inteligente, sabia,
super sexy, super woman, Leslie Ann Silva. Oh, how beautiful. A kiss. Great big kiss. Kiss. And you don't have to thank me. I give thanks. I've thought about that word a lot. But Krista doesn't have to thank me. Because it's not a favor of me loving. It was not a favor that I do when I love him. It's a mutual love. That's why it's a form of saying it. Wow, how beautiful. Enjoy your beautiful rings. Very well. Wisdom and Discipline, Part 4. It'll be brief for many reasons, because first of all, it's our anniversary. Maybe it became too long, but it's our only way of thanking for all that love that you send to us and tell us. And actually, it's a way of being able to give back and show you that right there, that love is appreciated. Many thanks to every one of you for the gifts, for even the minimal comments of happy anniversary. Thanks. Absolutely thanks to each and every one of you, our friends. But this week, The following members of the Eternal Truth have had a birthday, and I'd like to congratulate them. Sariel Jared Aranda Castro, Chile. Whose growing Sariel is. Lisette Moya, Venezuela. Glenis Ramirez, Colombia. Juana Castillo de Cordero, the Dominican Republic. Sandra Viviana Herrera Escobar, Colombia. Jose Herrera, Colombia. Julia Rodriguez Diaz, Spain. Alice Juliana Arcia Chaverri, Costa Rica. To each and every one of you, a great big hug on behalf of the Eternal Truth, for it be to last birthday under the government of Babylon. As I was saying, this will be short, because already it's been an hour 13, and I'll just take a little bit longer, because there are two things. It is our anniversary, and I'd like to enjoy it because today is the day of her anniversary exactly. I'd like to enjoy it by eating and enjoying also something else that Yahweh gave me for the day of my anniversary is that Boca plays today. Boca plays, and when Boca plays, it's kind of like the world stops. No, maybe you don't understand it, but when Boca plays, the world stops. And they play in our field, the Bombonera, because they could not have been played because the grass was growing. So then we inaugurated the Bombonera, and it doesn't matter if we win or lose. Obviously, I want them to win. I want the Boca, but we're going to play against a team that I don't hate. I mean, I really like them, rather. It's called Defense and Justicia, Defense and Justice, because of the name, Defense and Justice, which is something that we love. Defense of humanity and justice. Who doesn't want defense and justice? But well, defense and justice will have to lose today because Boca is ahead of them in their home, and Boca is the maximum. So then it starts 2:15, right? 2:15, Brian. 2:15. So then it starts within just a little less than 2 hours. You already know where to watch it. You look it up. Only football or football libre, either of the two places, and then you go into where you see all the links that they have there for the games. I don't want to make any more propaganda for that before they block anything. You watch it there. If you don't like soccer, you start to like it if you do it with emotion. If you say that it is our team, because it is our team, if you make it with emotion, so you start to like it, you'll suffer, you'll enjoy, you'll insult, and you'll lament, and also you'll enjoy when we win. Today we will win. We have a new coach, Diego Martinez, and I don't know if it's way too good or not. Tell the truth, I don't know. I would do things different if I were the coach, but well, I'm not the coach. Someday I'll be a coach. I'd like you to. Or the Boca, or a player also, who knows. During the millennium, we continue with soccer because soccer is more than just 22 players after a ball. A lot more than that. It's something else. It's the emotion, it's culture. There's so many things that if I were to explain them to you, maybe you won't understand it. But if you like soccer, then yes. So then, and aside from that, something else. Our anniversary, Boca plays during the Shabbat. It's a gift. It would seem that Yahweh is making Boca. Before it was a torture to play on Shabbat. Oh, I can't watch it, or if I watch it, you feel guilty because it's Shabbat, the day of God, and we didn't understand a thing. It's a pleasure for Boca to play on Shabbat. It's kind of like I speak on Shabbat. It's a pleasure for Boca to play on the Shabbat. Well, it gives us time to stop speaking today. It's spectacular. I love it, and I'll continue to place Boca in all the Shabbats and leave the chickens to play on Sundays. Leave them on the Sunday chickens, but Boca, put it on the Shabbats at all possible, or else different days. That's fine. Many different games because the Argentinian, they're playing like 2 games a week. Boca, and also the moon is coming up. Everyone go out and watch the moon. I don't know if you're listening to me. The sun is going down already. Stop listening to me and go and look for the moon because we need for everyone. And when I say the word everyone, it means all of LVE. Go and look for the moon. Today is the 29th and we have to see it. To give the start to the month of Shabbat, the month 11th. Very well. Today you've learned many things. For example, that the ring, what the ring says, that it says ani ledodi bedodi li, ani ledodi bedodi li. It might say a part of Leslie's name, Leslie Ann Ani, two words there, two letters, ani ledodi and les, Leslie. Ani ledodi vedodi li, which means I am of my beloved, and my beloved is mine. It is in Song of Solomon 6:3. The word Song of Solomon, I don't like it. For me, it should have been, that book should have been translated the way it was not Song of Solomon, but the Song of the Songs. That's the real name. The book is called Shir Hashirim, which is the Song of Songs, the greatest song that there's ever been, that has ever been written. And of course, it was written by Solomon. And the guy, yes, he was wise. And if to that you add that he was Argentinian, there's the best of the best. Who's going to write it? I will write it. He says, it's impressive. It's impressive. Shir Hashirim, which in English it means that it was translated as the Song of Songs. That is the word. Song of Solomon, that word, I don't like it a lot. Not at all. If it were to be called the Song of Songs, or the Song of Songs, precious, Song of Songs 6:3. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. Shemah Israel, YHWH Eloheinu, YHWH Ekhad. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh, our Elohim, Yahweh is one alone. That is the fundamental base of construction of any truth that exists in this flat earth. If you don't begin with that, you have no wisdom, and part of the beginning itself of wisdom, no one can be wise. Biblically speaking, no one. They don't start with this. Having understood that Yahweh is one alone, it's not two, three, doesn't have a son, doesn't have a Holy Spirit that is a person aside from him. It's not, it is only one person, one sole being, one sole creator, one sole savior, that he came to earth in the form, human form, and made himself be called the Son of God, so that he that was to understand. So then, having understood the fundamental truth, it is rather just like the initiation itself of wisdom, which is the fear of Yahweh. I've chose to write the same text because the second part I didn't read it. Proverbs 1:7, the beginning of wisdom, or the very beginning of itself that I've explained of wisdom, is the fear of Yahweh. And the fear of Yahweh is everything that I've explained. But to that add, to understand that Yahweh is one alone. If you don't understand that Yahweh is one alone, you'll never really have true fear to Yahweh. Never. Because who's Yahweh? The Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and the three are Yahweh, the three are... You cannot have fear of anything that way. Absolutely nothing. In fact, we could fear the Father, not the Son, because the Son sees him as sweet. The Father was the murderer. Such a murderer that he sent his only Son. Because the only thing that satisfied him was blood. Blood. He says, I want to kill them all. What do I do to not kill them all? Well, you're gonna satisfy me. How crazy is Christianity? I mean, it's mind-blowing. That I believed and I was taught. The only thing that can satisfy the fury of the Father, it is the blood of his Son. If you stop to think about that, you see a God, but I mean a God not evil, not wicked, the worst in wickedness that could ever exist, that requires the blood of his own Son to satisfy his desire of vengeance. So that God, Christian God, could never forgive you if it weren't because his Son would die. That, for a Christian listening to me, which I doubt it, instead, just replace the word to satisfy and add under the pleasure. The pleasure of your Christian God is so sadistic, way more sadistic than the Conde of Sadistic. I mean, sadistic 1,000% that it gave him pleasure and it satisfied his fury of humans, seeing the blood of his only son to die. That gave him pleasure, that God, that sadistic God. I would say, now, my son, the only thing I have, my only son, died. To a common father, if I was angry before, I'd be even more angry. If there's a group of evil people, and to top it off, his son dies for those evil people, his anger is multiplied for 10 million. So then if before they didn't have a chance to be forgiven, now I'll never forgive you because they caused the death of my son. Oh no, you understand what I'm saying? How can you understand the Christian thought? It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. That is why the eternal truth is unique. Absolutely unique. There's no one in the world to compare with the eternal truth. There's no one that has wisdom in this life, because wisdom is, from the beginning, the fear of Yahweh. And the fear of Yahweh mainly is to know who Yahweh is. That they are not three. That Yahweh didn't send any son of his to satisfy, to have pleasure, to see his son die. No. It wasn't. That is not the God that we worship. That is not that God. We worship a God who gave his own life, not specifically for humans, but rather to destroy the law that he had made, so that law would not condemn humans eternally. So in order to save them all, it is not that he died directly for the humans, because if I say that he died for the humans, so then humans have the responsibility of accepting him. If they don't, his death was in vain. How many times have you heard that in the Christian church? His death was in vain if I do not accept the sacrifice. It isn't so. That is a lie. Just like that, a lie. His death was entirely a forgiveness, whether they want to accept it or they give a fuck. They are forgiven either way. When I have a group of criminals that owe money and someone comes and they pay for the debt, it's not that they have to accept it. No, the debt was paid for. Whether they like it or not, either way. Whether they find out or not, either way. What they owe someone because of law, it's all paid for. Yahweh, by taking the law out, he took out the entire debt of humanity that they owed the law. Now, did he eliminate wickedness? No, it still exists because it'll exist forever. Let's see if you understand these words. We, or you believe, or you believed, or when you were Christians, or you didn't pay attention to what I would say, you think that in a world, or in the new world, in the upcoming world, in the world that the whole world waits for in one way or another, in a world that comes actually, in the 7th millennium, from there on, wickedness will not exist. And I tell you, having understood wisdom that Yahweh gave me, of course, wickedness will exist. Wickedness will exist potentially always. What the Bible say is that wickedness will not again arise. And to arise is to take the power. But the wickedness must exist because it is the decision of everyone, like Leslie said in her words that are so wise. Every day in every action, we have the decision of doing things correct or incorrect, of yelling or of keeping silent, or of striking or of forgiving, of doing something or not doing something. That potential is the one that makes us gods. The day that we cannot practice evil, we're no longer gods. We are a programmed being that cannot do something because they don't have it in themselves. So then, it is a very bad concept that I had ever since I was born, that I was taught that in the new world or in heaven, like we said, or in the new earth, wickedness would not exist, that they were all going to be good, and no one was going to be able to do evil, that it would not even exist within us. If that were so, I don't want to live there. Why? Because it would be not different to this computer that I'm speaking through. It cannot be done. It can be broken, but it can't not do evilness against me, because it is not programmed. It is programmed like a robot. You're going to do this, and you will not be able to do any wickedness. I know that it's difficult to understand what I'm saying, but in order to be true gods, you have to have both things, good and evil, and to love good and abhor evil. It is light and darkness. You cannot live in a world and it's all light, everyday light. You will no longer appreciate light. I want to live in a world that you have both things. I want, like yin and yang, as criticized and satanic, that perfect union of dark and light, of good and evil, day and night. That is good and evil. In fact, the day in which good separates intrinsically in the nature of evil, never again will we know what good is or evil. We won't know. We'll believe that it's all good, because since we don't know what evil is, nor can we go and get to see what evil is, then it is all left unipolar. Absolutely impossible to realize in a God that does know what good and evil is, because that is what makes him a God. Or you expected for God to take out all your evil part, or your capacity of doing evil, and then to live in a perfect world for evil to not exist? That is impossible, because the God will exist always evil, and in us always evil will exist. And I want evil to always exist in us, because the day that evil does not exist, I'm going to stop knowing what good is. Wow. With that phrase that I gave you, I mean, I should close everything right now, because it is the Song of Songs, which no one has ever said, I've never heard anyone has ever said that ever, that the day that evil does not exist, good will not exist anymore. Nothing will exist. That is nothing. Only evil can only exist, and only good cannot only exist, because it's nothing. It's nothing. Both things have to exist, and always have chosen good. Is there people that in the new earth they'll choose evil? And I can assure you, because I have not gotten to the new earth, but I believe, I think my intuition is yes. That is why we have the Messiah, to teach, and for the people to make mistakes and to teach, for the people to make mistakes and to teach, and the new that are born. You think that they're going to be born in good and be the most stupid of them all, and they're not going to know what evil is? No. You have to make mistakes and learn. Make mistakes and learn. The mistakes, you're not going to have the consequence that we have now, because now the problem of today, what is it? Death. The problem is death. If we, in a new world, there is a government, he has the power of giving life, we will solve everything. Why? Because if we have a murderer that he made a mistake per se, he didn't know how to dominate his emotions, and he killed. Now we have to find who it is, and it's difficult to find out who it is, and to find proof and to demonstrate that it's him. And even if it's demonstrated that it's him and he's condemned What was won? Nothing. The pain of the people, the pain of the friends, you cannot repair it. And the pain of the murderer also, because could he have pain or not? But it'll be in his soul. And there's no way to repair that. They can kill him, they can put him away forever, and there's no reparation. But what if the government will be a judge that doesn't even need witnesses? Wow, who wouldn't want a government like that? For a judge to grab you, like Judge Dredd in the movie of Sylvester Stallone that I loved. A judge, there was a judge, a witness, an executor, everything. That was a very good movie. Judge Dredd. The guy, there was a crime, the guy who would come, and he would judge you. He was everything. Jury, and he had to kill you, he would kill you right there. Did somebody watch Judge Dredd? Maybe it's not as precise as what I tell you, but it's very good. The thing is that he started to see that the government above was corrupt. So then he acted with justice, and they threw him in the world without justice. It's very good. Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone, it is wow. And then they got another one, Judge Dredd 2. Do you remember, Brian, that one? That was brutal. Judge Dredd 2? Stallone doesn't work on that one, but I liked it. But what a movie. Practice. I liked it. If you want to watch. I'm not speaking about Judge Dredd. I'm speaking about a government that has lots of judges. Let's suppose 700 judges, let's say, in the helpers and all the rest and everything that the Messiah is. So then right there, without even trying, somebody killed someone. And the new earth, yes, the new earth, somebody killed someone. Immediately the judge comes and go ahead and apply it instead of throwing lots like in the Old Testament. Who stole this? Let's throw some rocks and God will tell us who it was, and that's how they would find the guy, or not. That's how they would find the guy, exactly. Did they need witnesses for that? No. Because God told them who it was. Okay. A judge, a Messiah, and king does not need witnesses, doesn't need to throw lots, doesn't need anything. Gets to the scene, what happened here? He sees, and reading already, he already knew what happened. He knew who it was, and he goes and look for him either way, whether he wants to or not. He can't hide from him. He's God. He's God. Every judge, king, and Messiah is a God on earth. Come here. They cannot even, you have to ask him, because it tells you. When he reads of the Messiah, he has 7 spirits. It says he doesn't need to tell him he knows everything. He reads everything. So then, how do you solve that? That guy, you have to make him go through some sort of punishment for him to learn. Within that punishment, he's going to have to learn, solve his problems. The person that's dead goes to the judge, and he... So then the family members cry and everything, that ends in everything. If not even time of recuperation. It's not that he saves his life. It's between life and death, in the hospital bed, in the ICU. No. It says whatever happened, he gets him out of there with 0, like new. So then the family members stop crying. Do we agree? Right? The family members stop crying. So then already the harm that was done for someone that has to learn is repaired entirely. So then the judge, was the government, repairs everything. But the guy that is guilty, he has to learn. It's not like, don't do it again. No. He has to go through a process, but it's not imprisonment that is no good. No. It is a process that I call, or the Bible calls, purifying hell, which is a process of learning to show him why he acted wrong, what it is that he has to stop, what emotion he has to control. And that's if that were to happen, if they were stealing, same thing, all the same thing. So then, evil will not again rule. The problem that we have now, which is by design, Yahweh, is that the one that rules us is evil. It is not all evil, right? Because or else no one would exist here. It's not all evil at all. In fact, I would say that it is more good than evil. I tell it to you like that, or else there would be no balance. There's a lot of evil. That evil will never again come back into power, because the judges and kings, the Messiah, have this characteristic. They love justice, good, and they hate evil. And that you've learned it here. And during this instance, that's why Yahweh raises them from category to gods, judges, kings, and with the title, the Messiah, the bride of Yahweh. And it's not one alone, it's many. That is what will make this world work perfectly. Good and evil will coexist forever. The day that evil stops existing, then good stops existing, because there cannot be good without evil, because you would not know what good is. You wouldn't know. And there cannot be evil only without good, because you would not know what evil is. You would not know that you're an evil, and you wouldn't know anything better. So then good and evil, as light and darkness, coexist forever. There's no light without darkness, or else where is it going to shine? And if I turn the light off, in fact, it has to light in the darkness. Same thing. So then, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. All that we've understood it clearly, and today I'm going to explain that, and we are out of here. I'll explain that, and we're out of here. No, we're out of here now. Not that song. We go to heaven with Christ. No, not at all. Let's see, before explaining this, let's see if there's at least one like. We've got 265 likes, 260 watching. Let's see if those likes go up. We have to get to 300, at least. Okay, moving on. Today, next Shabbat, I'll sum this up. And I'll explain a text that's rather impressive. Just like that, impressive. I'm going to stop and really detain and go into depth. But remember, I have patience. Today is our anniversary. I want you to enjoy it. Also, our anniversary. And already, with what Leslie told you, that you already have solid food right there. Repeat it, because she said some things that are impressive. And with what I also added, you have enough to think. You have enough to think. I had told you that in the new world, evil would exist. I did say that, right? I had said that. I know that you don't remember that evil would exist. Now you understand why. Good could not exist without evil. It couldn't. Why do we have judges? Is falsehood good? Then who wants judges? If they're all good, no one disobeys. Can you imagine something that is so chaotic as that? They're all like that, everything about good, and it's only good from the heart. And in action, he's going to choose good. No, he's not going to choose. He's going to do good. He's programmed to do good, because they're computers that don't have the capacity to choose. And Yahweh cannot take the capacity to choose, because we won't be humans anymore. We think, and if we think, we have to choose. And if we have to choose, something has to exist, which is wrong for us to say no. For us to say no to. You understand what I'm saying, right? There's something else that has to exist. Yes, I'll say this. Just the jokes that I say. It is soccer. And the boca of Yahweh, and all those that are listening to me, maybe someday we'll be a part of Boca. Who knows, in the future? We'll make a club. We'll make a Bomboneras a lot greater, because those that want to watch us play, wow. The Boca of Yahweh playing, impressive. Impressive. I always have to say those things. Whether some like it, others are like, I can just study here. Well, there's the door. You either take it all. It all comes as a package. That's the way it is. The gods have good and evil. Now it's like one of us. What do you mean like one of us? It's just as intelligent as us? No. It's as beautiful as us? No. It's so wise, it's just as wise as us? Well, in a different aspect, but not. What do you mean he's like one of us? Because now that you know good and evil, right there he's one of us. And we are God. The gods. And the gods always have good and evil.
siempre tienen el bien y el mal.
And also the judges, they better act well because there's some judge above that's powerful that you already know that will test you immediately, quickly, if you act incorrectly, quickly. Okay, so then, today I'm not going to read the whole beginning because it's gotten late. Next Shabbat we'll start with Proverbs 1 with the LVE version, but we're number 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. We've studied that whole part I'll sum it up in 2 minutes. It is not the beginning like the main or the fundamental. No, it is the beginning. It is the beginning. And it begins. It must begin, or else there's no beginning of wisdom, or else they'll never have wisdom. The beginning is kind of like when you go into a game. You can't go halfway through the game. No, it has to be at the beginning. In the beginning, when it starts, where the race begins, it begins with the fear of Yahweh. If someone's race does not begin with the fear of Yahweh, it is no good. The race of wisdom, they have not achieved any wisdom. You know that all those pastors, Christians, Jews, I take the Jews out because they all fear Yahweh. They're right there. They're still there. They have not advanced from that. But that's where the Jews are. The Christians, they think they're wise, but they're not even at the beginning. Because if they were in the true beginning, the fear of Yahweh is to comprehend also who Yahweh is. To fear Yahweh, not a trinity, not a bad father and a good father and a comprehensive spirit. No, that's not what it is to fear Yahweh. So then, not even the Christians are in the beginning of wisdom, not the pastors or the doctors, nor anyone. They're not even arrived to the beginning. They're still wandering. They have to get to the beginning to start from there. And the beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. And part of the fear of Yahweh, aside from the terror and everything we've spoken about, is to understand that Yahweh is one alone. If I understand that Yahweh is two, and I fear two, I'm not in the beginning of truth. If I believe that Yahweh is three, and it's a trinity, I am not in the beginning of wisdom. I've not even gotten to the start. I'm still wandering in stupid ignorance. But I'm not even in the beginning. I have not been initiated in the path of wisdom. And apply that to myself and to every one of you. When we were Trinitarian, we were Christians, what wisdom did we have? None. The same as anyone else. Zero. You understood something of what we understood? No, nothing. You could not even understand what I've just told you. That is so deep. And Leslie told you that good and evil will exist eternally. You would not be able to understand that. It is outside of being able to take it with your mind, not even understand it, grasp it with your mind, fathom it. Outside of that, not even who the Messiah is from. So then, the beginning of wisdom is comprehending who Yahweh is, at least. And to fear that Yahweh. If you fear two, you're not even in the beginning. You're still wandering around. We're looking for the start. And you'll have to start there. The whole world lost. The disarrayed sheep, so where's the beginning? It's this one. You have a lot of terror because you're an idiot, because you never understood that. And from there on out, we'll take you hand by the hand in the path of wisdom. Simple as that. The whole world, that's what I've told you. The whole world, with their wisdom, quote unquote, that they have, their religiousness and their religious knowledge will not be any good at all. Because their whole religious philosophy is a lie. They'll have to say, please, everyone go like this. We're 8 billion and 10 billion, 40 billion people. Okay. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. We don't speak English. Okay, repeat after me. Only lies was the inheritance of our fathers, of our fathers. How pretty is that? Everyone repeating, did you understand it? I'm going to say, no, well, then all of you repeat it together. Only lies was the inheritance of our fathers, of the religious schools, the pastors, even the biblical prophets. Repeat it. What? Yes. Repeat after me. Only lies was the inheritance of our fathers, vanity to which there is no avail. If it is men that makes themselves gods, then they're not gods. They'll repeat that. So then, okay. Do y'all understand it by heart? They're going to say, well, there's no other choice because nothing of what we expected has been fulfilled. Now let's go to the beginning. This is the beginning of the truth. We want a wise humanity, every one of you. The beginning is called the fear of Yahweh. Yahweh Ekhad. Somebody, they'll all begin. We have already initiated that path, and we're about to get to the end. The end is when the Messiah fixes into the world to give a beginning to everything that I've explained. So then, the beginning, where they're all going to have to start and initiate of wisdom, it is the fear of Yahweh. And now comes something that I've explained before. This is why I've told you it's not Mishle. These are not the Mishle 4 Proverbs because they are no good at all. Why aren't they any good? Because the word is more than just no good people. The fools despise wisdom and teaching. It is not teaching, it is discipline. What is it that they despise? They despise wisdom and discipline. How this subject is called. The subject is for the wise, for the ignorant, like the petit, and also for the understood. Wise, understood, and ignorant. Ignorant that they're willing to learn. But it is not the subject because they hate the subject. They hate it. They detest it. And someone has left. Since I've started the subject, it's already, and you understand why they left. During this subject, the thing is that the eternal truth has been all about instruction, wisdom, and instruction. That's what happens. And everyone that's left, why did they leave? Because they don't like me? They can't go because they don't like me, because everyone likes me. That's first of all. Another, because I'm very good looking, second of all. Another one, they can't leave because I speak well. I don't speak evil. I have the best accent in the world, Argentinian. Perfect. I don't stutter. I don't drink water. I speak to you clearly, interact with emotion, not flat. Not flat. So then why do they leave? They leave because they despise not my person, but they despise what I give you, which is wisdom and discipline. They despise it, not with the subject, but was from the very beginning of the eternal truth. So then they left because they despised that. They despised it. And of course, the wise Solomon says so. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. The fools despise wisdom and discipline. Look at how it says in the New Living Translation, the fear of the Lord, the fear of Yahweh, horrible, I crossed it off, is the base. No, it's not the base, it's the beginning of the true knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and discipline. That is correct. They despise wisdom and discipline. All those that have left of the eternal truth, it is because they despised not this person, they despised the message. Because the message is wisdom and discipline. Not just wisdom, it is wisdom and discipline. That's why they left. And they started to leave because their ears could not take this anymore. Who are they? How are they categorized by Solomon? The fools in the Spanish RV 1960, the ignorant fools. What does that mean? In Spanish, to be fools, I'm not going to look it up, but fools means a person that is not sane, or somebody that understands, does not understand things with logic or comprehension, that it says that a thinking person using logic, that is somebody that is sane. We understand that, right? What is an insane person? Well, the word would say that sanity is within. But no. Insane, let's say it like the Spanish RV Royal Academy says that is that they are insane. Insane is that they're stupid. Idiots, another word. A stupid idiot. Is that what Hebrew says? Hebrew is complicated. Because Hebrew is reduced. It is a reduced language. One word means many things. And I could tell you what I think that it says. Because it has so many words. Look at how many words. It says senseless, stupid, ignorant. What is a person that is stubborn? We don't use the word stubborn like they use. Foolish, we don't use it. It's a biblical language. Somebody that is on the street, you don't call him a fool, you're an idiot, you're a stupid idiot, son of a bitch. Things that they learn to say more normal, more understandable. If you say fool, what is it to be a fool? I'm not even going to go to the Royal Academy. I understand just like a senseless person. Doesn't tell me anything. I read senseless, it tells me senseless. You know what it sounds like? It is not the definition. You know what it sounds like? Someone who doesn't want to change. That becomes stubborn. Like a hard-headed person. It's an Italian, well, testa, the head. Testa. Hard, testa dura, it's a hard head. Hard-headed person. They don't want to change. And it's testaruda. You use testaruda, right? You know that word at least. I don't know if you use it, but you know. The person is testaruda, you understand, right? That they don't understand, they don't want to change, they're closed. How many people that you know that are testadura? Testarudas, whole quantity. Very well. That is what I see that a fool is. So stubborn, they say the earth is flat. No. Look, this medicine is better. No. Look at the government lies to you. No. See, this guy doesn't want to change at all. He's an idiot. Here it says there's only one Yahweh. There are three. But I don't see evil in him. Now, in a fool, I don't see wickedness. I see that it's a person that is hard-headed, hard to change, but no wickedness. Your mother, maybe she was completely testaruda, stubborn, didn't want to change. We didn't see her as evil. We saw that her brain was kind of like in one track, didn't want to learn anything, didn't understand what I'm saying. But you don't say that that's evil. No. That is what the word necio means, stubborn. I tell you things how they are, then no, they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. Exactly. You teach them to cook. A pizza says things are like this, and they come doing things. The pizza didn't turn out the way it is. It is no good. You added more salt, or who knows what you did. Make salsa, and they didn't fry the onion. They didn't put raw onion. Whatever the fuck they did. Whatever the fuck they, or less onion because they thought so. It was too much onion. Even if we said it has all this onion, we're gonna make empanadas, and it has to be twice as much of onion as meat. That is the original recipe. Every 2 kilos of onion, 1 of meat. It says that's way too much. Yeah, that's way too much. And you grab your hand, that's a lot. For every kilo of meat, you have 2 kilos of onion. What will my mom make? I could categorize her as stubborn. Not my mom. Okay, she knew this very well. She taught. I learned everything from Leslie about my mom. The empanada she made, she taught me a little bit. But my sisters that were stubborn, not my sister, one specifically, one that made that one website that said Christian Silva, the false prophet. She would make meat to her husband, a whole bunch of quantity, and just 1 onion. And I would say, Cynthia, you need onion. No, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Because too many fried things are bad. Why do I care if it's no good? If you're not going to make it, well, then shove those. Well, I wouldn't say that. But you say, She's stubborn. Okay, that's fine. We'll eat it that way. I remember what I would eat in Christmas. My sisters, it was just meat. Where the fuck is the caramelized onion, the texture, the flavor of the onion that has to be mixed? No, she needed because she was so stubborn, didn't want to do it. You can make it, and I want to make this clear. You can make it maximum lesson. Culinary lesson. If you make Argentinian empanadas, at least, in English, at least 1 kilo of minced meat and 1 kilo of minced meat with 1 kilo of onion. If you're going to keep this relation of 1 with 1, don't do anything. Don't do shit. Don't ever bring me anything, because I'm going to put it straight in the garbage bin. So then, a stubborn person says, no, I'll do it the way I want. Lots of meat and just a little bit of onion. That is what you call stubborn. Is that wickedness? No, it's not wickedness. It's not wickedness. It is being stubborn. You understand what I'm saying? So then, okay, go back to this. We go back to this. This is the beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. The fools despise wisdom and teaching. Is that good? Yes, it is good. It's right. But the word in Hebrew, which is translated as fools, as senseless, it goes even deeper than that. And I'll tell it to you what it is. And by obvious reasons, those that speak English know how they say wickedness. An evil or wicked. How do you say wickedness? Evil. Evil. How do you write evil? It's called evil. E-V-I-L. Evil. You don't even know what I'm saying or how it's written. It's called evil. E-V-I-L. 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 E-V. A short V of the way I call it. And I-L. Evil. It's pronounced in English as evil. Right? Okay. What is the word in Hebrew that is translated as senseless or fool? The word is H191, evil. It's written exactly the same as in English. Evil. It's just that it's pronounced as sense as well. It's not the word, it's called evil. 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 In Spanish, it doesn't sound like anything, but in English, it's directly the word evil. Not stubbornness, but wickedness. It changes, right? Changes entirely. In the dictionary says evil from an unused root, which is not used. That's the problem. It's an ancient root that's no longer used, meaning to be perverse. That's what it means. It is not used, but it means to be perverse. You're reading it right there. It means to be perverse. It's in the chat. So then they say figuratively silly. What the fuck? What do you mean figuratively silly? If it says that they are perverse, it comes from an ancient root, which is to be perverse. Why does it say fool or foolish? It is very different, perverse, than to be stubborn. So then they say, figuratively silly, foolish man, foolishness, clumsy. But actually, it's evil. Evil. I'm not going to say that those are evil are not stubborn. Yes, of course, some are and some aren't. But it could be. So then am I in disagreement with the word clumsiness? The word clumsy is just a clumsy person. Clumsy. Everything, they drop everything, they're clumsy for everything, they don't think things over. They're not evil, they're just clumsy. A soccer player that's going to strike it like Cavalli and he misses. Even he's scored 400 times to miss one. What can I say? The same thing as clumsy. It's the same thing. And then it's only Cavani. You can't fucking make it, you son of a bitch, and you miss. You're so close right there. You have 7 meters as big. You have to score inside. You have to be a toy boy. But the Uruguayan is not doing well. Let's give him our blessing to Edison Cavani. Edison Cavani, we hope with all our heart that you better and you break the net. And if not, we send you to Uruguay to retire. So then that's what it is to be clumsy. Clumsy. But I cannot say that the dictionary says clumsy for the word evil. Now stubborn, it does, because those that are stubborn, they have they're part of evil, we could say. And the senseless, well, it could be senseless maliciously, not. So then, I'm not against for it to be used as senseless or foolish, but in my point of view, it is perverse, malignant, or wicked. That is the word that should be there. So then how would you read this? It should be read this way. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. The wicked, because it will be chosen wicked or senseless. You can choose what you want to call it. The wicked. Let's see how I called it. Let's see. I want to know. Let's see how I did. Just a little bit. It was up ahead. Up ahead. Okay. I added it this way. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. The perverse and wicked, you know why? Of course. There's only one word. There's only one word in Hebrew. Sometimes in Spanish I'd like to accentuate it because one word covers certain things. One word is very amplified in a primitive language like Hebrew. We that have a language that's a lot more advanced and a lot more complex, and with a lot more words, it is difficult to change another word for another. It is difficult because the new word, ours, does not take up everything that this archaic original word says. So then sometimes we have to use 2 or 3 words to really give it the dimension of that word in Hebrew. That means many things at the same time. So then, I thought that perverse and wicked, but I have to choose one of the 2. I'll keep wicked because it's another word better that we use more than wicked. So then we could say, the wicked despise, hate wisdom and discipline. What did we learn then? How did we finish this text? It's marvelous. Because Solomon initiates his book by saying, this book is so that you comprehend more wisdom, and so that the wise are wiser, so that the understood have more experience and they understand more, and for the petty, the ignorant fools, that they may learn if they want. What are they going to learn? Wisdom, planification, and for the youth, I was reading. So that the youth can have a planification, an intelligent planification to planify their life. Not to see, what will happen today, and for it to be whatever. No, they planify it. They're intelligent. To understand not only that, but to understand the proverbs of the wise, profound proverbs of the wise. And to understand the parables, all the parables, all the comparisons, wise sayings, the proper mind of the wise. Who will benefit? Solomon said it. The wise, the understood, the petty if they want to, and the youth. But who will not benefit directly? The evil, the wicked. wicked and stubborn. All that wicked people will not benefit. For what reason? Because the word does not arrive to them to listen to? No, because they know it. If I hate something, if I, like they say in this text, it says, the fools or the wicked, the perverse despise, they despise. If they despise something, what is the word to despise, which is in Spanish, not the original Hebrew, is to take the price away from. If something is worth so much money, one comes and says, no, there's worth, there's something that is worth $10,000, and one of these wicked ones says, how much is worth that? One, like most, if you want to. It's no good. It is deflating the price. So then, the wicked, to deflate the price from something, to despise, to take the value from something, they have to understand it and know it. That is the problem. It's not that the message does not arrive. All those that left the eternal truth, is not that the message didn't get to them. It didn't. It did arrive well. But what happened? They despised the message. And anyone that despises the message, the Bible, clearly, not the Bible, wisdom, they give it a name. They're wicked. They're evil. You're saying that all that left of the eternal truth, ever since it began in 2008, they left, but for what reason? One sole reason. Not that they didn't have time. If the message arrived and they left, it is because they despised the message. There are some that left, not despising the message, but rather because they wanted to look for something else without despising the message. Difficult to understand. Without despising, it's like they needed to experience something else, or they needed to clarify their ideas without despising the message. They needed time, but all those came back. Those that left and came back, they didn't go despising. They knew that it had a price, a high price. And maybe they didn't feel deserving of that high price. That could be something. But those that left and never came back and they hate the eternal truth, they became friends of the eternal truth. They made a war against us through videos, through sites, writing of messages with such a hate, even corn videos in YouTube saying Christian Silva would put in our faces, you know, those deep fakes, such a hate, lying. In a way that it's, I mean, you can't even, it's unthinkable upon us, lying. The Bible has a term for those people, without any room for doubts. It is evil. They're evil people. They will not, under any circumstances, they will not take advantage of wisdom, because they knew it and despised it. Wisdom and discipline, they knew it, but they did not want anything with her, and they despised it. When will they appreciate it? After they are dead, when they're resurrected. They will not have any other option but to appreciate it through the purifying hell. That is the word. That is where they'll appreciate it. That is where they'll understand what they rejected, what value it had. But no one left because they didn't understand. They left because they're evil. Never forget that word. Because they are evil, and evil means that they are perverse, malignant, malign, and wicked. How would this text be said openly? The initiation of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. The perverse, the malignant, and the wicked despise wisdom and discipline. And up until here is where the intro of the book of the wise man Solomon, Shlomo, gets to, and Shlomo initiates his first advice. Hear, my son, the discipline of your father. I'm reading it in my version. No, I should not read it. Let's go to the Spanish version, 1916. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. That we shall study next Shabbat. But we shall go and enjoy this, what is left of the day of our anniversary, and we'll have some delicious empanadas. We shall enjoy the hours of today, and then we'll go and watch the game of Boca, which is already about to begin in 45 minutes. And afterwards, we're going to go and look for the moon to give a start to the month of Shabbat. Wholeheartedly, in the name of Leslie and mine, I thank you for all your comments, your cards, your gifts, all your love towards us. Also, for your likes, and also I thank you wholeheartedly for your comments. I know that today it was a very special day. We didn't study a lot, but I gave you enough to make you think and for you to record in your mind everything that I've given you, which is very, very deep, even if it's very little. But I really wish for your likes and comments in this video. It makes us very, very happy. Without any further ado, let us wrap up with a word of prayer. Beloved Yahweh, we give you thanks for this so precious day of Shabbat. Especially, we give you thanks because today we are commemorating the day that you made us one with Leslie Ekhad. I give you thanks for these 33 years, and we wish to live together as an Ekhad forever and ever eternally. All this is thanks to you. We thank you for it. In your precious name, YHWH, Hallelujah. Semper Fi. Let the laurels be eternal that we knew how to achieve, crowned with glory. Let us live. And a great big applause for the couple of the day, which is Leslie and Christian, which represents all of you, and it represents the bride of Yahweh, the Zenese Bostera bride. Applause. Even if it sounds a bit corny, aguante Christian and Leslie, and aguante Boca as well. Another kiss, great big hug. I love you even more. We always fight. I love you even more. No, I love you more. I'll stop. No, I love you way too much, and I must stop right now. A lot more than you. Greetings to everyone. Thanks for all the nice comments. Give us a like, comment, and oh well, that's where we're at. Many thanks for everything. Thanks for all your love. Semper Fi, Hallelujah to every one of you. Aguante Christian and Leslie. Aguante the eternal truth, and aguante Boca. Yes. As a good Argentine.
Aguantele, aguante Cristian.
Y aguante Boca.
Okay, we'll meet again next Shabbat.